Flanders fields the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel, hope you're safe and well. Today is Saturday the 12th of November, it's Remembrance Weekend. You might see a poppy appear up here and there. I'm not wearing one, I do apologise. I've got a few but it's left at home. We're going to do some flying. I haven't been flying now, I think since the 16th of October. And that's about 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks. I'll put it down in some text under here. I've got the replacement SU27 by Xfly on the bench. I've done the best I can to test it out. We've just got to fly it now. As you can see, it's a bit nippy, it's a bit overcast. No rain apparently today. 7 to 8 mile an hour winds, gusting. I'm pointing over there because there's the windsock. Gusting at about 13 miles an hour, so it's quite reasonable for this time of the year. It's at the moment it's only about 9 degrees, but it's supposed to go up to 14-15 later. And I've got some aircraft on the ground. What have we got on the ground here? Well, what you can see there is the Dynam Texan. That hasn't flown. The Kinetic by Hobby King, that's the little glider thing there. Had to replace both servos on the ailerons and it had only been in storage. They were broken. Got the Tempest over there by Hobby King. That hasn't flown yet this year. And of course we've got the Dragonfly. Now I bought the Dragonfly really because it's been belting down with rain here for the last couple of weeks, and I thought the field might be a bit boggy, but it looks okay, and it's been cut. Oh, sorry, I nearly missed it. And down there, oh, we've got the 1.2 meter Optera, the tiny little one. Now that and the Dragonfly, as I said, were here in case the field was too wet to take off using wheels, but it all looks okay. Now I'm going straight in at the deep end. I'm doing a Maiden. That's going to be the SU27. I want to get it out the way. I've really been looking forward to it, but I'm as nervous as heck, but no reason why it shouldn't fly. I'm going to have to go high, no cameras on it, so your video's not going to be spectacular, but we'll get it trimmed out and then we'll do some low passes. It'll look a little bit silly because it's got the undercarriage on it, but until I'm used to it, I'm not going to mess around with hand launching. What else can I update you with? Oh yeah, I've got a new t-shirt. I don't know if I can get it on camera. Let's take a look at my new t-shirt. Can you see that? I don't know if you can read that. I thought it was befitting me. Oh, I'm getting cold now, I've got to do that up. So let's stop messing around with all the babble, let's go fly.
Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
have it, the Maiden of the SU27. This is of course the Ukrainian SU27, and as you'll see by my channel, I stand by Ukraine, so it's the only one I could really get. It is a Maiden, so let's first of all put the battery in it. I'm using an Overlander 2900 mAh 4S, and it's a 35C discharge. Might be a bit on the low side, I think it should be okay. And we are at 99% charge, which is a full charge basically. It will sit there on it like that, but then it will just easily tip up. So let's get the battery in. Right, let's test the centre of gravity. Excuse me while I do this off camera. It seems to be okay, but it is a bit awkward. Let's do a walk round because it's a Maiden. This is a complete replacement. I had to butcher the other one, send it off. I did have to complain a little bit because wheel spin models don't replace, so just bear that in mind if you're buying from them. What they do is they ask you to send the item back, and they send the item off to the manufacturer or the distributor, and it's up to the distributor to decide if it's okay to replace it or not. Then wheel spin models will, but they won't do it off their own accord. Now a lot of you will say there, but that's against the purchase rules and laws, but I'm not bothered. I finally got one. I did have to point out, why am I having to wait for a distributor to make a decision when I actually purchased the product from you, not the distributor? But they were good enough. They took a look at my past record, I'm pretty sure they did, and it's quite high with them. I've spent a lot of money, and they did me, I was going to say proud, but it's not proud, but they did the right thing and they sent me a completely new replacement, which I might add I have stripped the underside, took the covers off, checked all the connections, and it's looking good. So this is model 51, I happen to know that.
Throttle cut off, throttle, elevator, mix on, gyro gain position off.
Right, so in here I've got an AR630 sitting down there, orientated in this manner, all set up, battery marked where it goes, and I've got a XT60, I think this is an EC3. Okay, transmitter's on. Let's plug that in to start with. See what happens. Very quiet. I'm not really happy with that. Come on. There we go. Right. It's nice and singing. Let's move your view so you can see what I'm checking. Now bear in mind this has no rudder. There we are. So we want up and down on the elevator. Go. We want right and left on the ailerons. I'll take off on mid-rates. There's no flaps, there's no retracts, there's no rudder.
Throttle cut off.
Test the throttle. Okay, that looks good. Now I do have, let me set my gains.
Gyro gain position, medium, safe mode.
I've got safe. That is working. Let's turn it upside down, we can see the hunt. I hope you see the hunt, I can't see what you're seeing. So that's correct. I've also got AS3X. And that's definitely going in the right direction. I've got gains on it. It's at mid gains at the moment.
Throttle elevator mix off.
So I've got a throttle elevator mix as well. So let's
Throttle cut off.
take a look at that. There should be nothing, I don't know if you'll be seeing it, but if you watch this over here, there's nothing at the moment.
Throttle elevator mix on.
You see it moves? So at full throttle it gives a bit of up elevator with the mix on, so I'm keeping the mix off. That idea is for when I decide to hand launch it. Alright, I think that's it. I don't think I can delay this any longer. I mean I could, I'll tell you a story about selling a member of our community one of my aircraft and what happened, but that needs a video in its own right, my goodness. I'll have to make one of those for you. I think that's it. Let's do a Maiden. Okay. Let's go do this. It's really awkward to carry. Let's try it. Let's do this thing. Right, here we go, SU27 Maiden, take it off, and may God have mercy on us all. No, ain't doing it. It's a plane I so want to fly. It's got no power. Alright, see if we can take off again. I busted a wingtip, I busted the nose.